say it real quick at the beginning, so you guys don't have to search it for real quick. But if you're looking to get the pay-per-view, it's on STONEtv on YouTube under the paid memberships. Some people are having problems. Some people are having no problems. So far, the problems and best answer to fix those problems that I have right now are so far computers and desktops and all that stuff hasn't had a problem. Most Androids have not had a problem, but if they have, try a different browser or try a desktop or a laptop or something. iPhones are been having a lot of problems. So if you have an iPhone, you're most likely going to need a laptop or a TV. Some people have been able to sign up on their TV. Some people have not. But some people, even if they can't sign up on their TV, there's if you find the memberships or the join, each device has something different. Some says memberships. I got an Android, so when I click on it, it says memberships. But some people, when they click on it, it says join, and then it brings them to memberships. So, so it goes for $9.99. And it's going to be good. We got 9 incredible matches. 2 of them are up right now. There will be 1 more up tonight. And every other day for the next 4 days, there'll be a match at night. And it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. So just going to drink some pre-workout. Try to guess what this is. It's pre-workout, but this is a very interesting one. I don't think anyone's going to guess this. But if you do, you get a free ticket to the next in-person pay-per-view event. But I think this is a real tough one. It's a real tough one. At least I would think it would be, to guess. So, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys still can't figure out how to buy the pay-per-view after, trying a desktop, trying a different browser, laptops usually work. iPhones have been very unreliable with I don't think maybe 1 or 2 people I think have gotten it with an iPhone, but everyone that has tried with an iPhone has had problems. Laptops are definitely the best bet. Second bet, TVs, then probably the Androids, but iPhones are like, 10% chance it's going to work on an iPhone. But yeah, the event was great. I can't tell you the matches. I can't tell you who won the matches, but I'll tell you everything that I can tell you about the matches. So my match with a team of 3, let's start there. I'll tell you, I trained extremely hard. I know those guys did too. I know Damian and John put on like 25 pounds apiece. Andrew put on some weight. So I know all those guys trained hard. I can't tell you to win. I can't tell you who won. But I'll tell you this, my arm is very sore. It's been clicking and popping since Friday. So it's not up yet. That will be one of the later matches. So that will be edited and public on the paid memberships under STONEtv, this channel. And yeah, it's gonna be good. So if you guys are watching, you got any questions about what we talked about so far, let me know. Anything else too. I don't know how this got by me because I counted all the trophies, but I don't know if you guys could see this or not. This is a albino golden turtle. I didn't see this when I counted all the golds, I don't know how I missed the albino golden turtle, but this is a one of one. This is a one of one golden turtle. There's only one known to existence. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think you guys will think that's pretty cool too. We got gold, silver, and bronzes, but we have up until yesterday or whenever I found it, there's a fourth type of turtle, the albino gold. But this might be my favorite one so far. Um, Thought that was something fun to talk about. We do have some shirts left, some Turtle Man 2 shirts. So if you guys still want to buy the shirts, we can. You can either pick them up in person if you're local, or we can ship them. It would just be $30 for the shirt plus whatever shipping is. Shipping usually varies. Last time I sent one shirt, I think it was like 7 or 8, and then last time I sent 2 together, I think it was like 12 or 13 or something. Hey, what's up, Iston? He says, love you live. Keep it up. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. If you're an arm wrestling fan, there's a pay-per-view on this channel under the paid memberships. $9.99. You get 9 matches. Incredible matches. And yeah, Iston, I hope you, if you got a free time later, you want to help support a good cause, the money's going to go to charity, athletes, the referees, anyone else that helped out with the event, the microphone man, and we had people working in the parking lot. So, the money will be divided up and given to them. Practice today. I also want to say we have practice today, arm wrestling practice today, Tuesday, 5 p.m. in Connecticut. If you guys are in Connecticut or in the nearby states and you guys want to do some arm wrestling, let me know. Shoot me a message on Facebook, Nicholas Stone, Instagram _TeamStone777. Either one. Facebook is usually better at getting the notifications over than Instagram. I've been missing a lot of messages on Instagram, but Facebook's been pretty good, so maybe try that one first. But if you don't have Facebook, use Instagram. If you don't have either of those, I guess your best bet is to maybe contact me through the comments here, or there's gotta be something. There's always something. Email. You can do email, I guess. Go old school. Keep it old school. We had to go old school at the tournament Saturday. We had I don't know what it was, a whole bunch of weird stuff. We had everything all set, and then there was like this little technical bug or something. I'm not really a computer guy. I know how to. I'm learning more. Yesterday, I just learned how to do a YouTube shared video where it's like a live, but you invite another YouTube member, which last night was Steve Fernandez. He owns New York Smoke in New York. He's an arm wrestler, but also you probably know him more as a arm wrestling promoter. He's everywhere. He helped us out big time with the mic. He even bought pizzas for everyone. So that was awesome. So if you're in New York, I'd definitely say check out New York Smoke. It's a great shop. But what were we talking about before we started talking about the shop? Talking about the pay-per-view. Were we talking about dividing it up, giving it to the athletes, the referees, the charity? Give it to the Mike Man. We had two good, we had two of them at the super matches. What do you guys think about the rules? If anybody's watching, athletes in the super matches or athletes in the tournament, we use the same rules. What do you guys think about the rules we used? There are some new things, some traditional things. The thing I thought was going to be the biggest confusion ended up being the easiest for people to, at least from what I saw, the consent rule. I thought people might have a hard, might take a little bit to understand, but people, at least the matches I refed, I think like 60 to 70% of athletes both would say yes. So the matches got off going real fast. There wasn't, I don't, maybe I don't remember hearing it, but I don't think there was, at least from my side, like when they're on my side, because we were moving fast, so I could have easily missed stuff, like athletes saying, not complaining, but disagreeing with calls. You know what I mean? Which they could definitely disagree with calls. But I didn't really hear anything. So I think people did like the consent rule, and the people that didn't, all they had to do was say no, and it would never ever affect them in a match. So let's see what we got. We got a comment here. He says his name is Shorts for Fun, and that looks like Russian. I don't know. My Russian is not the best, but I do have a couple Russian friends. So I'll tell you what, Shorts for Fun. Next time I see my Russian spy friends, I will talk to them and I'll get back to you. Let me get back to you, Shorts for Fun. But I appreciate the comment. So let's see. If you guys are just joining us now, what's up, Brian? Make sure you get the pay-per-view. It was a great pay-per-view. We got 2 matches up right now. We're going to have a third up tonight. For 9 days in a row, every night you'll have a match of arm wrestling for over a week. You pay one time and you get over a week of arm wrestling. Plus, you can go back and watch it all the times you want. It's on YouTube under the paid memberships. Depending on what device you have, it could be a join button, paid memberships. Sometimes there's nothing at all. In that case, you're probably going to have to use a laptop or a computer, possibly a TV. Some people are able to, do it on their TV. But yeah, keep that in mind. Brian, you coming to practice today? I hope so, because if not, you're off the team. You're off the team. Everyone that doesn't show up today is off the team until next practice. But yeah, hopefully you make it. I think Sailor said she was coming with or without you. I think she's all amped up. I think from the live she was talking about there's a tournament, I think in 2 weeks in Danbury. I'll probably go down there and just treat it as a big practice. Awesome. Because I'll be honest with you, Brian. I don't really like kicking people off the team. Just something you have to do sometimes. But I'm glad you're coming. Because I don't enjoy kicking people off the team. But oh, cool. Yeah, she's all fired up. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. The only, to the best of my knowledge, the only training she had before the tournament was the picnic we had before the tournament. So imagine if she got like a full 3 months in, or a full year. Imagine 2 years. Imagine 2 years of training. Could be top of the ladies. You never know what 2-3 years of solid hard training could do. And 1 day prep. Who needs more than 1 day prep? 1 day is fine. You just need enough time to drive down and maybe grab a bagel on the way or something. But yeah. Brian, I don't know. Some people are coming over early. I know you got work and stuff, but if you want to come over early, you're more than welcome to. I think some people are showing up at 4. Some people might even be showing up earlier. But yeah, let me, if you want to show up earlier, let me know because I'll be around. Um, oh, she didn't warm up either because she was working the door. Well, she was working pretty hard, Well, maybe sitting and stuff, but I'm sure her arms are moving. I'm sure she was twisting, putting papers over here. So hopefully, at least her arms and her shoulders were warmed up. Um, but yeah, she was pretty good. Oh, you want to hear something funny, Brian? Paul and Candy had an awesome idea for the trophies, turtle trophies. They're gonna get an aquarium, and they're gonna put the trophies in the aquarium and make like a decoration turtle trophy case. You know what I mean? Like the turtles in an aquarium with like turtle stuff, but instead of real turtles, it's the golden turtles. I thought that was absolutely hilarious, but also an incredible idea. Maybe that could be an award for like the best team. Whatever team wins the most turtles, they win like like a fish tank or something to put their turtles in. That was but I was watching a little bit of I think it's Lucky's podcast. It's the ladies podcast. I want to say her name. I've definitely met her before. I'm terrible with names. Her name is Lucky. She's a good puller. Her and Candy were doing a live, so I watched some of that, and that was a great idea. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I don't know what the temperature is for you guys, but this morning it was like 40, and now it's starting. I have my hoodie on. And now it's starting to get warm again, so it's it's starting to become a nice day. Maybe even we'll bring, instead of having the tables in the garage, maybe we'll bring the tables down by the cantaloupes growing in the yard. If you don't know, we got a whole bunch of cantaloupes growing in the yard, so do not run over the cantaloupes, please. I will be very upset. It will ruin my day if to come out there and see all my cantaloupes flattened and squished. Because they're almost ready. These cantaloupes are almost ready. So if you guys like cantaloupes, you're talking to the right guy. Because I got about 7 to 9 cantaloupes in my yard. I don't know how they got there. They just showed up. I did not plant them. It's probably from throwing an old cantaloupe, the skin or whatever, in the yard. So that worked out. But yeah, I did not plant any of the things grown over there. There's like tomatoes and there's cantaloupes. So, the cops are out. Looks like the cops are out. Oh, but not for me. That's good. Not this time. Not this time. Let's see. Anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. I'm going to drink some of this pre-workout. If you can guess what's in this pre-workout, I think this is going to be the hardest guess ever. Even if you guess the mystery ingredient, the ingredient that I think makes it so hard to guess what's in there, you get a free ticket to the next pay-per-view event in person ticket. Let's see. I'll probably, maybe do 10 to 20 more minutes on here, maybe. After this, I'm going to go lift. Just something light, a recovery lift. Then practice later. I think my car's having some engine trouble, so I don't know if I'm gonna go up to. My original plan is to go up to Massachusetts to pull with the Massachusetts guys tomorrow too. if I can figure out the car, I'll take the trip up. If not, I gotta figure it out before Saturday, because Saturday I'm going down to Pennsylvania with Storm. I think Paul's supposed to be there. I'm sure Black Ice will be there. Hopefully Andrew will be there. But yeah, if not, I'll have to ride my bicycle to practice. I don't know how long a 2.5 hour car ride is on a bicycle. You know, maybe 5, maybe 9, maybe 20. Depends on how you ride, you know. But yeah, if you guys see me showing up to practice on a bicycle, it'll probably be a good laugh. You know, imagine just seeing me riding on a bicycle, a little like a 10-speed, fancy, you know, one of those fancy road bikes. That would be pretty funny. If you guys want to hear something, this reminds me of an old story. If you want to hear something funny, I think, you know, at the time it wasn't funny, but now I think it's hilarious. When I first started training, you know, when I was a personal trainer at a gym when I was 18, I worked at a gym in Danbury, New York Sports Club. It was a really big gym, you know. They had a bunch of members, bunch of different things. Well, one day the cyclist instructor just didn't show up or canceled last second. So they have a class down there waiting for an instructor, waiting, you know, so they can do a class. And the general manager comes up to me. He goes, "All right, you're doing the spin class." Now, I thought he was joking, so I laugh and I said, "Oh, that's funny." Because at the time, I was still 320 pounds, powerlifting. You know, I haven't ridden a bicycle since I was probably a kid, maybe high school. But I thought he was joking, you know. So no, he goes, "No, you're the only one here, and that's, you know, that's it." So I said, "All right, I'll see what I could do." So I go down to the you know, the room. There's a room full of people. They're all on cyclists. They're expecting, you know, they're hardcore cyclists. Like all of them are, you know, stationary bikes, but they're wearing like the spandex and all the equipment that you see the hardcore people, the hardcore, you know, bicyclists, you know, wear. They see me walk in, and I go, I go, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Nick. I'm gonna be, you know, unfortunately the instructor is not gonna make it, so I'm gonna fill in." And as soon as I said that, half the class was packed. You know, there was like 5 rows of bikes, like 10 rows deep. So it's probably like, you know, there was probably like 50 bikes. There was close to 50 people. It was a big room. In that room, about half of them just stood up and walked out, and the other half looked like they felt bad and didn't want to leave. It was so fun. Well, at the time I was like, "Oh man, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is a good way to start it." So we did the spin class, and you know, we just did some stuff. I've never taught a spin class, you know. So I think all I did was I had him move. You know, we would pedal. We would, you know, stand up on the bike. We would move the resistance around from hard to light, and just, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it ended up being a really funny story. And the part that was like, and that happened like two more times after that. So I actually taught, even though it doesn't look like it, I have taught 3 spin classes. Brian says, "Haha, should have worn your lifting suit. They would have been extra confused." Yeah, I don't know if they're confused, but some people were absolutely like furious. Like when they walked out, the faces they were making, it was like, it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, when I at the time it was like 2 weeks. It was like a week before when I was powerlifting, so it was like a week. It was really close to a competition. So like my muscles were like primed up to squeeze super hard, getting ready for 9 reps, warm ups, in the powerlifting of nine lifts, 9 singles. So just warm ups and 9 lifts. So my muscles were just ready to explode. So I remember, about 10 minutes in, maybe probably earlier, 5-10 minutes into of cycling, because I'm on a bike too. The pump from my quads was absolutely insane, because my muscles are so used to making, extreme power with very fast. And when they switched over to, the cycling, all the reps, the muscles were just used to contracting as hard as they were. So the pump was crazy. But yeah, I remember that I was like, oh man, the pump was crazy. But yeah, it was a funny story. There was also the first time I taught a cycling class, there was no fights. The second and third, there were fights. Cyclist people were fighting each other, and for what I thought was the most stupidest reason, but it was the same reason both times. A new person showed up. This was a free cycle class, so first come first serve. A new person showed up, sat on a bike. A so-called regular walked in and says, "That's my bike. That's my bike every time." And next thing you know, there's punches being thrown, and depending, I don't know. I think they definitely kicked out one. Whoever started, they kicked out, because it was like the same thing. It was like an entitlement thing. But so of the 3 spin classes I've taught, there have been 2 fights. So if you're at a spin class, at least from my point of view, there's a 66% chance of a fist fight. So be careful at those spin classes, Yeah, right? Brian says, my lucky bike. Oh, what the F? Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. But that being said, I don't plan on teaching any more spin classes, because I like my vehicles with wheels to have motors. I'd even do even a moped. We could do a moped class. We have those things with they got a motor, but they got some pedals too, so you can do a little both. Let's see. We got sidetracked, but hopefully you guys like those stories. They're pretty good ones. You guys can use them for your own enjoyment, your own comedy, if you'd like. You have the permission to steal the stories, borrow, not stealing, borrow. But you have to trade a story. You have to trade a funny story for them. You have to trade a funny story for them. Let's see. So if I can make it up to Mass tomorrow, let me know if there's anything you want me to ask the Mass boys. If same thing with Saturday. Let me know if there's anything you want me to ask the Pennsylvania guys. Let's see. So I'll say it again. If you're just joining us, definitely, I would recommend get the pay-per-view. $9.99. You get 9 matches. 1 match will be uploaded per night. We already have 2 up. We're gonna have another one up tonight. Definitely get the pay-per-view. Depending on the device you use, either Androids have been pretty good. iPhones have not been good. So if you have an iPhone, try a laptop or your TV. Laptops, computers have been pretty good. Androids have been pretty good. iPhones have not. TV's been pretty good. It's either going to say join. There's either going to be a join button. There's either going to be a membership button or a QR code, depending on which one you use. That's what you want to look for. If you can't find those, let me know. Facebook, Nicholas Stone, Instagram _ Team Stone 777. So what's up, Shri? He said, this is what he said. He was, I'm Eddie Hall, Grandpa. Well, your grandson's doing pretty good. You know, so you must be pretty proud as a grandpa. So I hope you enjoy your retirement, Shri, or Shri, if I say your name right. I'm terrible with names. But that being said, Brian Jones, a.k.a. Silverback, if you know, you know. If you don't, you should. He says, I still got to watch the Chief versus Ice match. What are you waiting for, man? What are you waiting for? If you're out there on the mail truck, or if you're out there walking around handing out mail, just, pull over real quick. I'm sure the United States Postal Service won't mind. It's for a good cause, charity. Pull over real quick, watch the match. I think it's like 13 minutes. They don't have to. Your work doesn't have to know. But if you can't, for some reason, if you can't pull over on the job, don't worry. It will be up there forever. It will be up there forever. So I would say take your time. But I definitely think you should watch that match. I know you watched it in person. Now we can't talk about the scores, but I want to know what you think of the video. I think that video came out very well. I think it came out very well. Speaking of the video, I want to give a shout out to Thomas Didi. He is one of our cameramen. We have 3 cameramen. We'll give a shout out to all of them. I am terrible with last names, except for some reason Thomas Didi, because for some reason Didi is real easy to remember for me. Maybe it's because it's under 5 letters. But I want to thank you to Thomas. Thank you to Caleb number 1 and Caleb number 2. I'll let them fight over who's number 1 and number 2. But Caleb, Natty Boys, and Caleb from our team, Connecticut. You've probably seen them in the videos before. We had 3 camera guys going, so thank you very much. Got some good shots, got some good angles. All of them volunteered for the cause. They came down on their own dime, their own time. Same thing with the referees. Ray and Steve, thank you very much. It was a great help having you there. And the tournament, thank you very much. But I got sidetracked again. Oh, Thomas Didi is helping us edit it. Well, actually, he's doing most of it, to be honest. I'm just so what we're doing is he's good with the computers and the technology. So he sends me a link. I click on the link, and we talk on like a Zoom thing. I think it's Zoom. But he has like a computer share, so it's on his computer, but I can see what he's editing. So we've been working together to edit it, and it's coming. I'm very, I shouldn't say surprised, but I'm very happy. I'm somewhere between happy and surprised, whatever word is right in the middle. That how smooth things are going. He's very good. I think he spent like an hour. We finished the Black Ice video. We posted it up. And then he says, I think I can do another hour before I go to sleep, which was like 11 p.m. So he was from like 11 to midnight. He started working on the next match, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Paul Passmore versus Shiyu. That's the next match that will be uploaded. That is match number 3. And that was a good match. All I'm going to say is the crowd, and definitely get their money's worth, I would say. And the pay-per-view was definitely worth the money. We should have charged more. But I think $9.99 is a fair price. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's see. Brian says I got to get in touch with Didi to help me with some editing. Well, if you can, he's a very busy man, so maybe give us. We need six. I think we need 6 more days. So Brian, give us 6 days, and then I will be able to. What's that word? Subcontract him out to you, like subcontract. There'll be some paperwork, you know what I mean, but. Yeah, we'll help you out, Brian. I'm kind of like his manager now. Maybe that's what it is. Before you talk to him, you gotta talk to me. I'm the manager. But no, he's a good guy. I'm sure. I'm sure he would definitely help you. I'm sure if he had, when if he has the time. I know he's got school too, so that's why we're kind of jumping all over the place. We're like doing an hour of editing here, hour of editing here. He's got school, so we're working in between. But he's a good guy. I'm fairly positive he'll help you out any way he can if he's got the time. But yeah, definitely pick his brain. Brian said that's a fair deal. Yep, I agree. That's definitely a fair deal. What time is it? It's about 11:30 right now. Let's see. I just got a text message. But so anything else you guys want to talk about? Let me know. Some people have been asking about coaching. I do have some spots available. Some in the morning, early morning, some in the evening. Depends on the day. Oh, Brian's got he says, make sure to tell people to like the video, bro. Yeah, definitely, Brian. I appreciate that. I will right now. So everyone watching, listen to Brian and make sure you like the video. It helps out big time. And yeah, it's, a bunch of thumbs up everywhere is always good. But yeah, definitely like the video. And if you're feeling extra crazy, maybe even share it. Well, don't share the pay-per-view because that's private. That's a private video for members only. But yeah, share this video. Share the tournament. Tournament's up there. If you want to watch the tournament from Saturday, it's up there for free under live. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, there's gotta be some stuff we could talk about. We talked about shirts. We got some shirts left. Turtle Man. We have almost all sizes. Some are lower, but I think we have almost all the sizes. Large might be running low. XR might be running low. I can't remember. But we got some Team Stone shirts. And guys, I think a lot of people looked at the logo and saw the shirt and didn't know it was different. This is a different shirt. Last year was a Turtle Man. And, it's the same logo. It's a Turtle Man logo, but it's different. This year it's Turtle Man 2. So it signifies the second annual Turtle Man Classic. Some of the sponsors are different on the back. Some are the same. Bow on the Go is the same. Melissa's law firm is the same. Team Stone from last year is the same. We added STONEtv this year. I can't remember who was back-to-back sponsors. I think those are the ones so far. I might be missing one. Yeah, but all right, guys. Probably I'm gonna do like 5 more minutes. I got a little bit of pre-workout left. So if there's anything you want to know, let me know. I'm gonna check some of these comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. Usually pretty good with the comments. I try to be, unless there's a Russian, like shorts for fun. I can't speak Russian, but there's still time. There's still time. Oh, Brian, are you still here? Did you see this? I don't know how I missed this, but this is an albino golden turtle. Albino golden turtle. This is my favorite turtle ever. It's a one of one. And I don't know how I missed this because I counted every single gold trophy. I don't know how I missed this. It just showed up. And so far, I think this is my favorite turtle by far, the golden albino. But, all right, guys, I think that's it. Oh, never mind. Brian's got a comment. Brian Jones says, "Oh, that's the diamond turtle." Yeah, that's a good one too. The diamond turtle. Platinum's like silver, isn't platinum like not silver, but it's like a metallic color. Diamond, crystal turtle, maybe the crystal turtle. But I like the albino gold. It's the same size as the gold, but it's albino. If you guys don't know, when I was a kid, I used to like alligators and stuff, so I know some stuff like some fun facts for you. Did you know albino reptiles or anything albino, anything that's different, tend to not make it in the wild because they stick out. So that's why they're so rare, is because they stick out and it's easy for things to see them. But I'm going to keep this guy safe. I'm going to keep this guy safe no matter what. I think that's it. That might be all the fun facts I know about where I can remember is the albino. But yeah, feel free, guys, to use that too. If you guys want to share that knowledge about the albino reptiles, go right ahead. Brian Jones, Nick Irwin. Yeah, I might make a little video. It'll probably start with Frank. It'll be a good video. I'll have to work on my accent. I know some other fun facts, but I probably shouldn't say them on camera, so I'll have to tell you at practice. They're really good. They're really funny, but I probably shouldn't say them on the live. You might get blocked. Or, if not get blocked, definitely judged. But, yeah, guys, I think we'll end it there. We'll end it there on a high note. Thanks for watching. I hope I answered your questions. We got some sidetracked. I got sidetracked a little bit, but it was fun. Again, if you have any questions on the pay-per-view, let me know. If not, I'll see you at practice, 5 p.m. And take care, guys.